So today we're ready to start lesson 2 of tables. I'm going to teach you 8 steps to a great table, but today we're only going to do the first 6. So let's start with those, and you already know how to do the first one and the second one. We did those yesterday. And remember, all of these steps should be done before you start typing. Don't type anything until you've gotten at least through the first 6 steps. The third step after you've inserted your table is to merge. And by merge, I mean the first row and the second row. So what you will do is select the first row of cells, and then you will look for the merge button. It's up here under the table tools. When you click on it, what it does is change it into one cell so that you can type your heading all together in one cell right in the center. So merge the first row and then go back and do it again and merge the second row. Step number 4 is to resize the height. You're going to start with the first row. You just click in it, and then you're going to change the height to 1/2 inch, 0.5. And then you're going to kind of give your main title a feeling of importance by doing that. We're also going to type tables with secondary headings, and we want to give them a little bit of that same feeling. So your secondary height is going to be almost 1/2 inch at 0.45. And then you're going to make the third row 0.4 inches for the column headings. Then you're going to select all of the data rows and make those 0.3 inches. And all of that's done up here on where it says height and width. Be careful not to do the width. That will totally mess up your table. Use the height section. The 5th step is to align the cells. After we have them in the correct height, we're going to select the top 3 rows and make them center. I like to call this button center because several of these others have two names. This one is left center, right center. Try to stay away from the top ones and the bottom ones. They mess up your alignment. To align the data columns, you're going to use these rules. If they're numbers, if you could add them up with decimals, or if they're just an odd number of digits, you're going to use the right justify, because we read numbers that way. We add them on the right. But if they're all the same number of digits, we'll probably use the center button. For words, we're always going to make them left center or center left, whichever you want to use first. Even if the book puts them in the center, we're going to use center left. Number 6 is to make the borders disappear. This will be our last step for today. To make the borders disappear, you're going to use the border button that is on the design menu. You'll have to come up here and click on design to find it, and click on borders. And when you select your table and click on this button where it shows no borders, you should see the table turn into just grid lines. We call these little dotted lines grid lines. And I'll help you with that as soon as this is done.